Let's roll over to the first Canadian to ever win an Elite Series event and currently sitting in 11th here in this event.
Wow.
I don't know if it'll help or not.
Seeing Chris Johnston catch most of his fish on a drop shot, but that's certainly not a drop shot there. He knows a little bit about frogging into pads.
Man, look at that eat.
That's a good strike there for Chris Johnston, mixing it up. Once the sun gets up high, he's been starting off both mornings. I've seen where he started, fishing deeper with a drop shot. The shad spawn actually went away earlier this morning, probably because of lack of wind, but starts mixing it up. He and his brother Corey said there's a lot of fish up shallow cruising around these brim beds and still some fish on the bed. So this looks like a post-spawn fish is probably up there cruising around feeding on those bluegill. Topwater frog is always a good choice.
And just when we start talking about all his finesse prowess, he proves just how versatile he is. And really, him and his brother, a major reason they're so versatile is that they grew up on a chain of lakes. Rice, Shamong, Buckhorn, Pigeon, all these lakes look just like this.
Hooked up again. Wow.
Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, it's a good one.
Real good one here.
Come on.
Get this one in the boat. He's not going to be in 11th anymore, I guarantee you.
It's a giant.
Big fish here.
Yeah, baby. That's what we're after.
Wow.
Whew. That's a stud. The old Spro popping frog. You get that one?
Fish could very well have been on the bed. That fish is not spawned. Probably
that one goes a long ways.
He's about to make a giant call.
He said it right. That one goes a long way. Big fat pre-spawn. Look like a 5-pounder.
At least. Look at this.
Wow. Great camera work there. That's awesome. You know, as a tournament fisherman, you have to love to just catch bass, put them in a live well, take them to scales. But there's something special about topwater, and there's something even more special about braided line, lily pads, thick, heavy cover, catching these bigger fish. It's what we get up early in the morning for.
And, hey, you go back to the Johnston family reunion, and you look through pictures over the years, man, that scene right there, watching him stand there, that could be Tri-Lakes, that could be Buckhorn, all of these lakes they grew up in. That's Pigeon Lake. I mean, they are just as adept at doing this as they are at fishing the St. Lawrence River.
Wow. That fish is bigger than 5 pounds.
He's not in 11th anymore. Rockets all the way up into 3rd place with that fish. And, man, it becomes even more important that Seth Feider continues to catch him because the Wolves are charging.
They certainly are. That's a huge move by Chris Johnston. And Seth Feider knows, just like every bass fisherman on the planet, Chris Johnston's probably not someone you want chasing you down for AOI on the northern swing.
Oh,
hooked up again.
That was a giant. Brag. Oh, man. Did you see that thing?
I'm just trying to find you. I couldn't find it.
Ah, did you hear it? That was a giant.
So you think these fish are bedding, Davey?
I think that last fish he caught was on the bed. I really do. I mean, it's the perfect depth. It's the perfect cover, and that fish, you know, certainly didn't appear to have spawned the way it was filled out. Yep.
Not as big as the last one, but little guy. Man, I just missed a giant.
And I know a lot.
I got a hook in him.
You might be thinking, and some of our viewers, well, that's 3 fish on the bed. I've seen as many as 6 largemouth on one bed. I mean, it's not unheard of to see multiple fish on bed. Now, I'm not saying that, especially if he keeps catching them here, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen more than 2 bass on one bed. Be several males with one big female.
Big moves from Chris Johnston and big moves with big bites, giant bites like this right here.
Yeah, this is huge for Chris Johnston here. Fish looks, the more I looked at it, at least 6 pounds, and it moved him up to 3rd place, but Angler of the Year point, so big this time of the year.
So huge, and the finesse fishing freak of Puff proves that he's more than a one-trick pony. Not that we needed that proved once again, but Chris Johnston in the mix of things in a big, big way, in 3rd place in this tournament.
Baby.
And continues
That's what we're at.
to assault our Angler of the Year leaderboard. Look